learn handwork. They wanted to get rich quick, so they are into killing, ritual killing. Today we hear in short in the news in the assembly that I used to listen to our your colleague.
Right.
There is no a day will not pass by without you hearing all those kind of news in Nigeria. It is not good. It is not taking us anywhere. And secondly, there is no value for life in Nigeria. We don't value life in Nigeria. So anything can goes, and that will be the end.
All right.
It's not taking good care of us as a nation.
All right, man, very quickly, what do you think, must be done?
Yeah.
All right, you might just want to call back. But,
right.
Beyond lamenting and,
right.
Talking about the issues as they are, what must be done, right, at all levels, talking about the federal, the state, even the local governments now, what must be done at all levels of government to address this, anomaly? Because it is an anomaly, because how do you explain the fact that people, they just get killed almost on a daily basis for no reason.
Right.
For no reason.
Well, let's hear the Right Honorable. Right Honorable, are you there now? Can you hear us loudly and clearly?
Loud and clear. I can hear you.
Awesome.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Right Honorable.
Good morning.
So I'm here with my colleague, Omoife. We're together, and we'll be, having this conversation and driving it, till a place of recommendations and feasibility study, to finding a solution to some of these issues. I mean, a whopping 614,937 murder cases been reported for 2024. What would you pin this to? Is it corruption? Is it hunger? Is it poverty? And what is the way out of this very horrendous situation?
First of all, Mr. Uduak.
Yes, please.
Everything is wrong. You see, just like in a situation of family, when you have children, let's take it from that nucleus aspect.
Okay.
When a man has a family, you have a wife, you have your children, let me say 3 children, and then you love one of the children and you hate another, or you took care of 2 out of the children, out of the 3 children, then you abandon them.
All right, Right Honorable, we can hear a background noise in the background. We can hear a background noise. It's really distorting the conversation and making it hard to really hear you or comprehend.
There is nobody here at all.
Okay.
I'm alone here.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe it's my Bluetooth.
Oh.
I'm using Bluetooth.
Oh. Okay. All right. Okay.
But
Good.
you are still hearing the noise?
Yes, please.
Yes. We're still hearing the noise. We're still hearing the noise. Yeah. Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that take the country's perspective from the perspective of familyhood.
Yes.
That what is required of a man to be a family man. A man, a grown-up man that has a wife, has 3 kids. How do you build your family? If we look at it from that angle first, then the solution is closer to us than we expect.
Right.
Now, in the case of Nigeria, as large as we are, we have serious issues that we kept hammering on, ranging from social issues to economic issues to security issues, insecurity issues, and generally the entire structure of governance, politics. Politics have adulterated, compromised almost all the institutions of of livelihood and governance of this country. It is so sad that we have the solutions with us. We are also staring at the solutions, yet we compromise the solutions. So it's like a situation of God giving you the brain, the six senses. You have the eyes, you have the ears, you have the nose, you have the legs, you have everything going on well as a human being. Yet, you keep begging God every day to solve some issues for you. Those issues that your brain, your eyes, your ears, your hand, your mouth, your nose to solve. That is the situation of Nigeria. And God will not listen to such prayers. Let me tell you, Noah.
Right.
You see the current situation we are in this country, the economic situation and the social situation. Let me give you an example. Let me take it from the social institution.
All right. I don't mean to break your thoughts. I don't mean to break your thoughts, but we'll just head out, pay some bills, come back, and then you give us your thoughts. All right, if you don't mind, Right Honorable. Okay, so we'll get back with you. And, of course, listening to us right now, let's just head out, go on this recess, pay some bills. We'll be right back in a short bit.
Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja, here to stay.
Hello, Nigeria. Hello, Africa. Do you want to work in the healthcare sector? Do you want to be a trained, certified nursing assistant, medical assistant, or caregiver? If yes, then register to enroll for Push Africa's one-year diploma in certified nursing assistant training happening at the African University College of Science and Technology, Abuja. Targeted trainees are unemployed graduates, O-level or ordinary diploma graduates, or anyone interested in working as a support worker in the healthcare sector. For details, log on to www.pushafrica.org or WhatsApp 080-339-42015, 080-550-45801. For registration, pick up application form at our partner radio stations or visit the reception at the African University of Science and Technology, Abuja.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
My people, the thing where they happen for my area, eh?
Do you think I will now find out that you have contract to bring fresh girls?
I brought you from the gutters. Who gave you all the connects? MDG who? Without me, you would have been nobody. But
Join Media Coalition and Awareness to Halt Human Trafficking, MICA, on our Wish I Knew radio drama every Saturday at 10 a.m. Let us join hands and kick human trafficking out of our communities. I Wish I Knew radio drama, brought to you by MICA in partnership with the National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NATIP, and funded by the Embassy of Denmark in Nigeria.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
All right, back from recess now, and yes, joined up by the Right Honorable himself, Daniel Atai. Thank you so much for hanging in there. All right, go ahead with your thoughts.
Yes, I was talking about the social aspect of our nation.
Yes, please.
Remember that we are supposed to be productive in all facets of our enterprises as a nation. Let me give this critical example, which is the education. You have SSCE as a test for students in secondary school to write and have 5 credits before they should be admitted into colleges. And even before they should be admitted into colleges, you have another test of knowledge called the JAM, which is the Joint Admission and Matriculation that the government put in place. And when you write the jump, you might be taken, you might not be taken to go to college or any of the universities of your choice. And let me ask this critical question. The SSC and the JAM, are they true tests of knowledge before people can be accepted to study in both high schools and colleges? We know the answer. I was giving a test of the kind of critical situation that the government sometimes, with their policies, deliberately put us in this country. While we know that both SSCE and JAM are not yardsticks or tests to know that somebody has knowledge, the government still put that block there. Either to control population of youth-based students or to control finances, I don't know. But how do you now tell for people who could even score the SSC and the JAM very well, yet not admitted into their choice of college and into their choices of institution, of courses? That is a fraud and a fundamental problem on the side of the government, and it's a deliberate one. And we could also see that government have prevented a lot of undergraduates from even going to colleges. And government has prevented by these two yardsticks, these two policies, a lot of people, citizens who would want to study, from going to college or studying in the field that they want. So socially, the government has shot itself by not being productive in terms of professionalism or professionals that are supposed to produce in the country. 3, if we say that education is the bane for productivity, what kind of education do we see in abroad? Let's say in the US and the UK, we migrate from there, we go there, and when we go there, you that your JAM and your SSE could not allow you to get admission into college. They will say you were able to go to college there without any hazards, without any formal embargo of technicalities, and then you are even studying productive education. If you are an artisan and you know what to do, the technical know-how or solutions to maybe electricity or wiring of houses or even dancing. Imagine they have dancing schools and they are giving people diplomas, degrees. They have all manner of schools without having to say you pass through SSA or you pass through JAM, and people graduate, they are certified, and they have industries for you to go immediately to function so that you can be productive. But here in Nigeria, where you have the poverty rate of over 80-something%, they deprive their enthusiastic citizens the right to education, the right to productivity, and then killing the economy. Deliberately killing the economy, because I told you that when we want to talk about the nation, let's start from the nucleus of the family.
Right.
If you want to talk about economic productivity, you have to talk about the facets that drives the economy, the micro aspects and the mega aspects.
Yeah, but
that professor of economy, because we have thousands of professors of economy, yet they have not been able to profile solutions.
But now,
or even if they profile solutions,
right,
they are not able to drive these solutions.
Yeah. Right, Honorable. Now we are talking now we're talking about the loss of lives. 600. I mean, the
yes, I am only giving the level.
Okay, for want of time, because there's a lot of other things to talk about in this regard. I would like for you to just, get straight to it, so we can also get into our.
You see, poverty is one of the reasons why people have this high rate of killing. You can even see there is this tech guys now who believe that killing people for ritual will make them rich.
Right.
Why would a nation want to be rich? A nation, people want to be rich out of nothing. Because there is no foundation. No foundation of nation building. So if we have, for instance, from the foundation of family, government is supposed to be even responsible for social security. Social security and stipend, monthly stipend for families to assist them. Families who are not even employed. Let's talk about the unemployed. And people go to school, study, come and graduate, free everywhere, nothing to do. That is not national planning to me. And we have to go back to step and say, how did we get here? And how was it in the First Republic, in the Second Republic, and even the colonial era? How was it? Is it that these things are not in our constitutions? They are there. How come we are raising them aside now, and our National Assembly are doing nothing about it because corruption has taken over? Okay. And like I used to say, if we have death on corruption, we might be able to trace these factors and have solutions from the end of corruption. Right. If not, we will be moving in super cycle.
Okay.
Mr.
All right.
Honorable
Daniel Atai. Thank you so much for your submission. Now, before we even talk about the solutions, major takeaway from your submission would be the fact that you think we don't have a working system right here in Nigeria, and that is, perhaps the reason why this trend has actually thrived for this long. However, when you look at, countries like, or let's say developed countries, basically, we still have these cases of, people murdering, other people for no reason. And this is not necessarily because they don't have, a system in place that actually caters, for the needs of people in terms of, creating jobs or even eradicating poverty. Hold on, I'm yet to land. I would like you to try to cross the T's properly and also dot the I's in that regard. And then coming back to Nigeria, when you talk about, cases like this, I mean, we've seen murder cases, stem from domestic abuse in homes, not necessarily because the husband is poor or the wife is poor. So it's beginning to look like it is beyond poverty. As an emancipator, how best you think people can actually get emancipated from this line of thought? Because there seems to be a drive, there seems to be a push for people who just for no reason take the lives of other people.
When I say we don't have a working system, doesn't mean that we don't have systems in place. For instance, I am going to the police station right now. My house was bubbled on the 9th of this month, and those guys just picked my phones and they left. Now, you handed over this thing to the police. The police will tell you, we need 25,000 naira from you to track these phones and to track the culprit. So if you don't pay that 25,000 naira, for instance, that means your phones will not be tracked. And the system is ordinarily supposed to track and get these criminals so that murderers can even be awarded to investigators. Here we are. So I refuse to give them the money. I have the money. But I said the right thing is for you to, first of all, investigate how these phones, where the location of these phones, because these phones are GPS. And now I am to pay money to the institution that is responsible for the protection of my life and my properties. What do you do? What do you say in this regard? That is why I say this is a deliberate mischief of corruption that everybody does. Oh my God, I don't know how we got here, and I don't know how we can actually get out of this mess. Now, when we talk about this institution again, the government, the federal government have provided everything for us now. Machines, technologies, and everything, they have it already. And here is a citizen that is demanding for justice, and he has to pay. So, where in the country, where the judiciary and the law enforcement agencies are for sale, what do you expect the ordinary citizen to do? And that is why people take laws into their heads. People take laws into their heads because the government has failed to check the systems of corruption, right, the system of compromise. And this is a big issue. And we compromise these things on the altar of politics. And this is why it will be difficult, except with stringent laws. We have to revisit and we have to ensure that these laws are, first of all, related on the very ones who are in charge of the law. Where a law enforcement agent becomes a lawbreaker, what do you do, or what do you say about the ordinary people?
Right, let's put it back to your thoughts.
My brother.
Yeah, let's put it back to your thoughts. Open the phone so that we can have the family members also give us their 2 cents on in the conversation. Well, the conversation is still thriving, and we've got a call already. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Eldal Naja.
Good morning, my regard to you and regard to my today.
Yeah.
Eldal
Naja, you're calling from Cuba, yeah?
Yeah, I'm coming from Cuba in Abuja.
All right. Talk to us.
You see, there's many things where people don't know about the case of murder. You see, the reason when you see 95% of case of murder fail in Nigeria. Case of murder, they need a circumstances evidence. It's only magistrate or area court can convince somebody in the FR, first information report. But case of murder, you have to go to high court to establish your case. And then they need evidence, circumstances evidence, witness. You see, 95% of people they will call as a witness in Nigeria, they don't appear in court. And then if you don't have witness in the court, then you can't convict the person. Even if the person admits from police station that he murdered that person, if he go to court, lawyer will tell him to deny it. Let me give you an example. A house, if armed robber attack your house in the night, and then they kill somebody in that place, and then police not arrest them immediately. Based the information, police arrest some robbers, and then they charge them in connection with that case. Somebody has to come to high court and tell them, say, yes, this is a particular person, I saw it there. And then how did you identify somebody in the night? Well, you don't know him before, you don't know his boss, you don't know this and this. How did you identify somebody in the night, armed robber in the night, where he built the house? The case is technical, the storedness of the case in the high court. So you see, before police will carry somebody to court the case of murder, you must have evidence, you must have witness, and then those your witness will be really witness when they're ready to go to court. Okay. In Nigeria here, the witness will refuse to go to court, and then if you summon him, if he get a production warrant to do this in court, immediately you come to court, you are annoyed. You go take the evidence and call your case for you. He has to continue begging the witness go to court. And then some of the mother in the family say somebody kill his father, kill his mother. The family who came out say they don't have interest in the case because of the connection in the family. And then judge can't convict in the court because the family they refuse to come out to give evidence in the court. And the case of murder, you must get ready evidence in the court before judge you convicted.
All right.
That's why you see most of the language in the prison. The case is not, the judge is not gone because you don't have witness
right. Concrete evidence. All right.
Then the police they hand their tight.
Yeah.
Unless if they review the law. If they don't review the law, you see that 95% of cases they accuse police. And then when the law on the ground, police have to follow it. You can't charge somebody to court without evidence, without a witness.
All right,
you can't charge somebody to court.
Yeah.
That's the problem with police.
Okay.
Who is criminal part to have investigated. And then that's the problem between the court and police
All
and
right,
the witness.
Elder.
Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling.
Well, Elder cited a very strong, angle to it now. But yeah, you want to very quickly dip your voice in it. 0907-353-0044. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Daniel.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Felix from Lambert.
Felix,
All right.
let's get into it very quickly.
I really commend their guests.
Right.
They are really substantiated the reason why we have this problem in the system.
Right.
The killings, the murders. I commend Elder Noja for giving us also the legal angle of it. Though I know he may not be a lawyer, but he has given it all, and I commend him for that. And Odrak,
yes, please.
I want to say, you see, in a situation where we even have structures, working structures, we lack logistics to implement some of the policies that are human safe. But majority of government policies are not human friendly at all, let alone the structures being on ground. Hence, people take to murder, violence, and all kind of things. Okay, call for a strike today now, so we even join the strike without knowing the reason why the strike is on ground. Lack of education, lack of consultation, no orientation. We lack so many things. So you see, we are just like in an animal kingdom. Survival of the fittest.
Right.
The strongest take over, and the weak are made to suffer innocently. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much,
Felix.
Felix, for that one. I mean, the conversation is still thriving and trending here. What could be the real causes? Well, we've highlighted some of the causes right there as being the need for stringent laws to be met, to be adhered to, logistics, even though there are structures and evidence is very sacrosanct. But then what could also be the solution? Well, we keep saying, please don't call the WhatsApp number. Don't call the WhatsApp number. Call the number 0907-353-0044. Well, let's get back with our guest as he gives his final thoughts on or in the discourse this morning. But whilst we're still connecting with him, we should take this one right here and on here.
Hello, good morning.
Sure. Hello, good morning to you, Omoefe, and my brother, Udrak,
Is this,
in the studio.
yeah, is this a Motayo?
Yes, this is some Motayo reaching you from Galadimo.
All right, very quickly, maybe 30 seconds on Motayo if you can, please.
Okay, 30 seconds. You see, thank you so much. Because you observed. Your guest has said absolutely what the solution is.
Right.
When lawmakers become lawbreakers, I tell you, what do you expect from the man on the street, the common man? Of course, the problem is with the lawmakers who break the law. They have actually twisted the law so much so that it doesn't fight against they themselves, but it fights against the poor man who doesn't have the hand to buy the conscience of the judiciary,
right.
Which is what you understand, which is very true. So please, we should go back. Our laws are not effective enough.
Okay.
It should be the same for the poor and for the rich.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Make a change.
Appreciate. Right, the lawmakers are seemingly the lawbreakers. Well, in your final thoughts, Right Honorable, as fast as you can, if you can, please give us what could be the way out. Are you there?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yes, finally. To summarize, the conversation, this discourse this morning.
Yeah. Now, you see, Mr. Edward, I have already provided solutions.
Okay.
That we have to make the law so stringent, and the law has to go against even the law makers who are breaking the law.
Okay.
Because corruption is never a gift to any nation. People only employ corruption to have their ways. And for instance, can you try that in China? Or can you try that in Japan? You can't do that. Even in a democracy, we should have decorum. We should respect the rights of others. Even everywhere that you see, it is the fault of the government. The government took everybody's rights, took our traditional rights, took our religious rights, took our social rights, took every right that you think of, and then formed a compass called Constitution. And when the government formed that compass called Constitution and asked everybody to obey the ethics, the rules and regulations.
Are you there?
Hello, you there? Oh, this is where we would call it a close. But Right Honorable, you have made your thoughts very clear and loudly. But maybe we should just, string this in and call it a close.
Yusuf actually sent in a message. It says, "Good morning, UD and Omoife. The reason
to
why
you.
we are having high murder cases is that our value system has been seriously eroded. Money is valued more than human life. The get-rich syndrome is the motive behind crimes, such as money rituals, murder associated with kidnapping for ransom, killing of political opponents, armed robbery, cultism, etc. Now, this is partly influenced by social media and unregulated movies that children are allowed to watch these days. Now, most importantly, is the failure of our security and judicial system to promptly bring culprits to justice. These serves as a motivating factor for such crimes to thrive." Have a nice day, Yusuf. You too have a nice day. Thank you so much for that message.
Well, on this note, we cannot go any further. We want to thank our guest for adding his voice thoroughly in the discourse, and to you too as well. And Omoife would always say,
all right,
that,
the
the
views
views
expressed were not influenced by the station.
Right.
And you know what? This conversation will continue somehow at the 10 o'clock hour.
That's right.
Please join us at that time.
Right.
Good morning.